Welcome to this playlist. In this playlist, I'm going to focus my attention on the useState hook in React.js. This is one of the widely used hooks in React.js, and that's why I have decided in this playlist to include a number of projects that you can apply the useState hook. This is going to be our first project, and it is going to be a simple project. In this project, I want us to use the useState hook to change the state of a name on our React.js web page. I have already created boilerplate here and have done everything and opened a web where we are going to output the name or even to change it. So in this case, I am going to include a p tag here. Then I'm going to create a variable name, which I'm going to use the useState hook, in this case here, to change it. So in this case, we are supposed to declare a state variable const square brackets then equals useState. You need to import the useState hook from the React. Otherwise, if you do not import it, then it is not going to work. And we need to set an initial value. In our case, we are going to set an initial value of a name, perhaps like John, because we are interested in changing the state of that name. Then a useState hook returns two values, and the two values are the ones that we are supposed to include within the square brackets. The first variable is always the current state, and because we are interested in the name, our first variable is going to be name. Then the second variable is going to be the function that we are going to use to change the state of the name. So the convention is always to start with the set, then the name of the variable that you have. In my case, I have a variable name, and I want to have a function set name that I will use to change the name. So if we save these changes, then we are going to have John, because this is the initial state. For us to change the value of this name, then we need to create a function that we are going to use to change the name. So in this case, we can have a button. We can add events to this button so that we can change the name. So we can maybe simply change name, because we want to use this button to change the name of this person. When you click this button, the button does not change anything because we have not applied the state that we have created here. So for us to change the name, then we need to add an event on click. So in this case, we are going to use the on click event to change the name. We can have a simple function which we are going to use to set the name. And in our case, we can set the name maybe to somebody else like Andrew. So when now we click the button, we want to change the name of this person to Andrew. If we save the changes, then when we click the button, we are supposed to change the name of the person. We can as well change this name to anything else. We can have a Paul. We can save the changes, and the changes are going to be reflected on our web page. So this is how you use the useState hook to change the state of your React web page. If you're interested in such tutorials, Please remember to like the video and to subscribe to the channel, because in this playlist I'm going to include several similar projects focusing on the useState hook in React.js. Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe to the channel.